Hello, Conquerors! Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, the Purple Bull Moose, and here we cover everything Old World. So please, if you want to support the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what else you want to see from Old World. Where we last left off. We are looking to get the Citadel over in Elefante, rush out additional caravans at all costs to close out our ambition, spread our religion to each city with at least one shrine, and then swap to monotheism to reap the delicious order rewards. Also, it'd be nice if we found a way to recover our science game. We had a massive impact by losing a few characters, an amazing governor, an amazing spy master. We are really hurting for the lack of these characters, so if we can find a way to recoup those losses, that is the dream. Let's get into it. Reign by whips and chains. All right. So, your slaves fill the court with the constant reassuring sound of rattling chains. Alright, this is whether or not I want to end the practice of slavery. I can't because I'm not 7 virtues, so I only have one option. To take a whole bunch of money, an extra worker, an extra spearman, and get conspiring with an oligarch, a king and a... I mean, that's pretty good. Really no downsides there. Choose a new spy master, please and thank you. You are actually phenomenal. 24 years old? Okay, 11 science recuperated. That is pretty good. We will take that. And agent networks. We do have one in Pella, and we can grab an extra 7. No, 7 sciences if we would put her into it, but she is our only access to a spy. So we'll simply have to pass. 12 orders left, only 1 lazy worker. We have this shrine getting built right here, so we don't need another shrine. So instead, we're going to focus on getting out more farms. It's not anything right now, but whenever this drought ends, which it will eventually end, we will get all the wonderful food rewards. To safeguard us a little bit, we are going to retreat and heal. Retreat as well. And I'll grab some heals on these idle units here. 2 orders left. I'll actually take some time to give an additional resource here to the capital and shave a turn or 2 off of getting up to legendary status. End the year there. Alright, the Gauls are still holding their own up here in the north. But oof, maybe not. Yikes. The Danes are back with a vengeance. Alright. Queen of Babylon becomes disappointed in me, but we're about to hit her with a whole bunch of friendship grenades. We can send her a whole chunk of food for 40 opinion, and we get to reap a little bit of the benefits, but we are severely ill and 61 years old, so I don't necessarily think I'm going to survive long enough. It's not worth the cash, and the trade's not great either, so I'm just going to let her be disappointed and, I guess, hope for my death. But in the meantime, we can reap at least a short-term increase in science for a little bit of hurting to our friends in the statesman seat. Or we can push them up into a happy family for a donation. But no thank you. I'd rather take the science. Our science is back over 80. Thank God. We will take that. We're going to go ahead and keep working on food. Not to mention this is going to grab a whole bunch of tiles for us. That's going to help with mobility. Getting between these 2 cities, with mobility getting between all of these cities, so that is nothing but excellent for us. In here, we can grab another apprentice officer, so we will. And for the caravan, we need 24 orders. 24 orders. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. We'll be able to rush it out next turn, but there's no way for us to get the orders that we need. Even if we buy an extra 2, that'll only be 23, and we need, unfortunately, 24. Too bad. So sad. Probably could have gamed that out a little bit better, canceled the build. But, you know, it is what it is. Instead, we will go ahead and send you out. Just going to keep on bombarding Babylon. Garrisons don't help us out at all, so I'd rather just have the ranges in here. And again, working on the apprentices. We just want to make sure that we're getting as much training out of the city as possible. It is pretty well defended at this current point, so I'm not complaining about that. We are certainly getting a lot more military than we had previously. Babylon's now weaker than us. Greece is similar. Kush is similar. So we have increased our military to such an extent that we are no longer at risk from war, specifically because we are weaker. That's pretty damn good. One last lazy worker. I'm actually going to bring you back over towards the capital. I'd like to reinvest in the capital, get more culture buildings out, get more law buildings out, get the baths down when they're able to get down. All of that seems very good. Maybe even some barracks, we shall see. Is there any military here that's out of position? Put these spearmen back on the barracks, get some XP going. And some military up here wouldn't hurt. I would love to keep wiping out these troops, maybe even help out up here. And you're there. Alright, the drought has caused a whole bunch of sand. Mythology is here, so Zoro, if it gets invited into our borders, would certainly be welcome. And the drought has ended. Thank God. Okay, I am no longer a rising star, which is, again, a huge hit to our science, as it happens yet again. 50% chance to become stressed, but we get an extra 6 orders. Pretty good. I'll take the extra 6 orders. We're looking just for short-term gains right now. We don't have anybody, so do we want to adopt this judge? Affable judge, not the worst. Not the best. Actually, if we do have a judge, we can just immediately upgrade our stronghold into a citadel in 1 turn, which is actually really cuts down on the time that we can get access to our 8 strength units. So yeah, you know what? I will adopt a judge. She's gonna hate me in the meantime, but get in the family. The changed land. XP, or I get a quarry on a random tile for gold. Sounds fine. Do we have a shrine in here? We do not. What does the growth shrine give us? For adjacent pastures? Yeah, that's not really worth it. I'd rather just have the flat gold. So, anything we want to reach out and try to grab? Some decent tiles up this way. So we'll go ahead and reach out for those, see what we can do. 2 more lazy workers. 1 other lush hill next to all of these farms and the river. Get a 9.5 farm going. Sounds fine. It's going to take 12 of our orders to get this caravan out 1 turn faster, so I will do that. Let's just go ahead and start building some extra culture buildings out of the shrine. Not the best choice of orders, but we do want to get out and down here to start building out more buildings sooner rather than later. Not going to be a bad investment for us. Military. Doing a pretty good job cleaning this up all on their own. I would like to make sure that we're moving into a slight position to aid here. Move my spearmen into position as well. Production-wise, we'll take a trapper. Definitely doesn't hurt. Always good to have extra luxuries. The Danes are really giving it to the Gauls here. Yikes. Greece has begun the Royal Library. Caravan mission complete. Okay. Last caravan out and available. We will send that again to Babylon. And that's enough. That's going to be plenty of gold for us. We definitely don't need any more. So let's focus on science again. But first, we definitely want our fishers in here. They're just too powerful. Too much culture, too much gold, and even a little bit of science. Anywhere to get a route? Absolutely. Smack right there. Nice and safe in here. We'll swing around this side. Clip there. Push in. And we could even rush in here to do a little tickle and a kill. And nope, even with that, it still won't be enough to save them if they target correctly. Doesn't say if it'll upgrade or not. So I'm not going to waste all of those resources. Hard pass. And just keep running our units in. And we'll just move this slinger a little bit closer. Clinch and kill right there. Alright, all of our cities now officially have a shrine. 1 will be done in the next 2 turns, so I think it's finally time for us to switch over to monotheism. Lock in another 7 orders a turn, which is pretty massive. And get this elephant on here with a final heal. Looking pretty strong. Looking pretty strong. 6 lazy workers. Keep working on the farms that we have access to. Who else can build food? You can, so build it. Food, food, food. We need more food. And you can actually make another quarry out here. It would be nice to maybe get a wonder later on. In the capital, I'll take an apprentice scribe. It's definitely science, and it's a nice chunk of civics, which will, again, help us do what it's meant to do in the end game, which is get us access to all of those decree missions. Architecture's up. I am doomed. Well, I'm surprised I survived this long, frankly. Zayabot is no longer imprisoned, and their opinion goes up for 80 years. That doesn't matter because I'm about to die. The matriarch hates me. Doesn't matter because I'm about to die. So you can hate me. I'll take a little extra gold, I suppose. Let's go ahead and take a look over at our science. The only thing we're gunning for is this tree. Everything else is just niceties. So we'll go for Polis. Get that out in 2 turns. Elefante is going to be able to start producing once I die and our judge heir takes over. We'll be able to use the judge's special ability to be able to upgrade improvements. What that means is that we can turn this stronghold into a citadel using 1 turn and a little stone. We will be able to do that in 2 years once the culture flips on over. And once that is done, we'll be able to also upgrade all of these elephants. So if we only have 2 years left to go, I'd rather spend the next 2 years instead of working on a elephant that we just have to upgrade later. I'd rather spend 2 years rushing out apprentice officers. Oh, requires an extra citizen. I suppose we can only get 1. So I suppose an apprentice officer and upgrade a big officer using our excess orders. So we'll spend 2 turns rushing out some more training inside of the city to make it easier to develop even more turreted elephants. Very strong. Military. Well, our Gaul wall has finally depleted itself. We're down to our last 3 Gauls. The Danes have been a voracious enemy. In fact, I think I need to back off. I'm not looking to lose any units here. So let's back off and heal. Let our other units catch up. And really start gearing up for an actual offensive. I could take an elephant up here, but I'd rather upgrade them first, and we have more sites to expand out to if we really want to. Frankly, we can get like 8 more cities. What is it? Like 1, 2. There's another Danes up here. Maybe even another Danes up here. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe more. That's a lot of cities we can actually continue to expand to. Not that we need to, but it's nice to know the options there. 4 lazy workers. Keep on working on food because we don't have access to lumber mills yet. You can work on a quarry, that's fine. Wonders eventually would be nice. Amphitheater, please. And on the front lines. Really don't need culture out here on the front lines, so I suppose just more farmers is probably the best thing to go for. A little extra science, a little extra food, doesn't hurt. Up in Frostreach. Again, not a lot that we really want up here. Not really a lot. So I'm actually just going to lock this city in on council missions and call it a day. 2 orders left. It'd be nice to do at least a little bit more scouting. What is going on up here? Tribal raid. More tribal raids. These Danes are a real pain in the ass. Okay, completed my ambition. Oh, no, my ambition needs to be completed. I got 20 years, but it's already locked and loaded. I get some more stats. Am I young? Kind of old. But I'll take it. Don't need to make everybody pissed off. How's the internal politics going? Not the best, not the worst. Turning over a new leaf. It would be nice to make them happy. Gold is cheap, so we'll go ahead and spend it. Choose a new governor in Carthago. Ugh, not really anybody worth looking at, frankly. I guess some extra civics doesn't hurt. I'll take that. And my lord, where did the civics go? We're too busy making 1, 2. I think all of our cities, with the exception of here, is making good old officers and the like. I don't hate it. Ah, the Danes are finally coming for us. Kill. Poke. Poke. Kill. Alright. Definitely have to wipe out these Danes out here. They're being real annoying. I guess a settler wouldn't be the worst. We can't really trust the Gauls to handle it anymore. Their numbers are too depleted. So I think it's time for us just to wipe out everybody else. They certainly made for wonderful cannon fodder. Keep making farms. We'll eventually get pastures, eventually. And this will be a nice little bread basket. And I guess we'll keep exploring. It's been a while since we had a chance to actually explore. There's the end of the continent. And we'll come back and heal this explorer. End our year. Caravan mission complete. Okay. The queen becomes pious. Don't hate it. Although I do like getting the extra opinion with the Carthaginian paganism. So I'll do that. It's going to help out all of our internal politics, so that's super important. The queen becomes a diplomat, no longer a judge. And the Thracians make peace. That's actually super useful. We can stop getting raided and not have to worry about wasting orders out this way if we have peace with the Thracians. If we are a diplomat, then we can get a national alliance with some power in the area and reduce the threats. Who's the strongest? Similar, 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 stronger. So maybe make a peace deal with Assyria or Babylon. But first, we want to take advantage of being the judge, upgrade this to a citadel, and then take this offer. Order of operations, guys. Very important. We got peace with the Thracians. One less threat. We are now a diplomat archetype. Much better. That's going to improve our relationships with all the nearby places. That actually worked out really well for us. This was a good pick. In here, the only thing I will ever want you building is turreted elephants. Lock it in. And I would like to upgrade all of these existing ones. I don't like those promotions. Upgrade you. Upgrade you. Wow. Now we got some real strength. Pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. A call to worship. Judaism spreads. Zoroastrianism spreads. Zoro has access to mythology, which would help out our cities that have shrines in it, which isn't the worst. It's also not the best, but it would also bring us a little bit closer if we improve relationships with Zoro, with both the Thracians and the Babylonians, so that's not bad. But frankly, I'll take the civics. It's been a long time since we needed civics, but can certainly use them now. Elder philosophers are not in the cards. We do have access to build academies, and we can, of course, rush them out using orthodoxy, so it's not the worst. But that would take 15 turns. That would have been better if we were still the judge. But we have access to do 3 citadels in Nice and Carthago. We already have one. So the question is, what's the better benefit? Both are going to take some time because we have to build them in both. The garrison, the stronghold, and the citadel. So both are going to take a while to build. So it's definitely the elder philosophers. We do have access to scholarship. We don't have access to scholarship. So it's going to take however long it will take to research scholarship. Our science is completely shot. So I think that's overall pretty bad. So we have access to do the citadels. So I think that's what we take. It's going to take a while, but we can get started on it right away. Righteous, Pathfinders, Inspiring, or Horsebane. I think Pathfinder is going to be the best here, specifically in this city. Or actually, no, let's go with Inspiring. It's going to be the best cultural gains. We don't really need any more luck in the gold department. Okay, we can't get started this turn on anything. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this farm. This dude needs to come back and start working on the garrisons. We already have one here. As much as I would like this amphitheater, we're going to cancel the amphitheater and again start working on the garrisons. The sooner the better. Actually, let's take all of that back. Do we have builders that we can assign? No builders to assign here. No builders to assign here. So there's no way for us to shave off a turn. 5 years it is. Could be a little painstaking, but we'll survive. 3 lazy workers. Food, food, food. Always food. Except for you, you go for more military support. And we keep on getting as many apprentice officers as it takes. Production-wise in the capital. The only thing I want in the capital is stuff that's going to help us continue to produce more and more decrees. So I'm going to grab forums. Certainly doesn't hurt. Just to get one extra chunk of civics. And for the rest, I guess a little bit of exploration doesn't hurt. Are we able to get around this mountain range? Maybe. Float around this coast. Maybe get all the way up to Napata. Drop a spy in there. Grab a heal on this explorer. And we have a peace deal now with Greece. So we're going to walk right through Greece's borders. And see if we can make our way over to Assyria. See if we can get a spy in there too. Not that we have access to any spies at all. At all. Shame. Discovered Polis. Assyria is now at peace with Greece. Good. The matriarch is ill, and everybody else is recovered. Do I want slums in Frostreach? I don't really care. But the Gauls are dead, so I don't care about the Gauls even more. I am charming, so I will take the advantage of that and boost my opinion with everyone. And none of these say get over to my endgame units faster. So if it's not heading towards Bodkin Arrow, I'll take the quickest detour. Not to mention a civics boost actually be really nice here. An extra 800 would be fantastic. We killed all their spare units. Full court press, I think, is in order. Not that we're doing too much damage here on our own, but should be able to wipe this next year before it spits out another unit. Setting up more spears to help deal with whatever might come out of the fog of war is also useful. And hello, Kush. Don't love that you're here. Would appreciate if you got the fuck out, but, you know, welcome, I suppose. 4 lazy workers. Food, food, food. Food, food, food. Food, food, food. And you know what? Yeah, let's get this stronghold right here. Certainly doesn't hurt. Production in Carthago. Could have sworn I already grabbed forum in here, so we're going to lock it in. Get those forums all the way up. And in Pincushion, we have 3 turns until we have our next specialist available, so I'll idle for 3 turns. And keep exploring with this scout, see if we can get up around their borders. End our year. Civics boost is down. 2 more wonders have begun. Another caravan mission is completed. Looks good. None of these give me what I want either. Philosophy or engineering? We are doing a lot of urban specialists, aren't we? I guess not anymore. Wouldn't hurt to do more. Or wonders cost less. Are there any good wonders even left? Colosseum's here, although we are not really angling... Oh, and Heliopolis too, which would be a lot of orders for us. The museum would be pretty good. Certainly a nice little pickup on science, but not sure if I love it. I think I'll lean into philosophy for right now. I think it's more likely that we keep developing urban specialists. We're going to finish off the Stain camp right here. Grab a warrior for our trouble. Keep chipping away at whatever else they got. We'll have a new settler to throw here next turn. Looks good. I'm going to also grab another free chariot. Certainly doesn't hurt. And back to our lazy workers. I suppose if we do have philosophy, it's not a bad idea for us to get more. I would like to know exactly how deep the Kush hive goes, if it goes all the way through these mountains. And maybe also start getting some deals with the Kush. Maybe a family marriage. Or a foreign marriage to the Kush. Just try to make a little bit of peace. 2 more lazy workers. I'm going to run you over to the capital as well, so we can continue to invest in the capital. Speaking of which, I would like to get my ministry out and all my other good stuff. We're going to keep running up this side, see if we can keep getting around. I think we'll easily be able to coast our way all the way up to their capital. Looks nice. And let's keep worming our way through. No mountain pass this way. Yikes. Full mountain wall. End our year. My lord. Even more raids from the Danish. The mausoleum's completed by Greece. Okay. Foreign marriage offer. We get a builder and a judge. I'll take the builder. The builder will actually shave some turns off of our production. And I'll even assign the builder here. So that way we shave 2 turns off of the garrison, or the stronghold and the citadel that we're building next. Oh, and we have another builder here. Fantastic. Don't know where you came from, but happy you're around. And you'll shave off another 2 turns on our ambition. Very nice. Looks like next turn this caravan will reach the city, and that'll be our final one. And perhaps we can get another ambition after that. We are a little bit behind schedule, but I think we might be able to make it there before we hit turn 72. Might be a little bit late, but it'll be all right. Need to run back and heal. We need to kill you quickly. You're the only one that can one-shot. And the rest of everybody can intercept. Because we can't just have these units running amok inside of our territory. In fact, I'll bring up additional militia to help corner them off. Have a settler move a settler and grab this site next year. In fact, I'll grab another settler. Certainly doesn't hurt. It looks like there's other sites back here. The less I have to worry about that, the better. State religion. We will absolutely convert to the state religion. Get better relations with everybody. Because frankly, we are suffering a little bit in that regard. Even with an 150 boost, we're not in the positive green with anyone. That is really too bad. We got a new apprentice acolyte that we can pick up, so we will over in the capital and end our year. We got a free chariot, more gold. Looks good. And there's another legacy down. Samara. Babylonian girl. Rising star. We can let her in, but she's not going to be very happy with us. The queen becomes estranged, or the queen becomes influenced. I want to play nice with them. She's not worth it. My sweet husband. I hope they patch this one day, because right now, whenever I offer myself for a sacrifice, it never pans out badly for me. I just save my husband every time, so... Yep, through the fire. He comes on back. They really should patch that. Because there should be at least some risk to this, because this seems like 100%. I've never missed on this event. Okay. We are working our way up to Bodkin Arrow, and forestry is a great pickup, because then we can finally stop worrying about food, which is great now, and start worrying about wood, which is abysmal. Have a settler move a settler. Up here, we're just going to go ahead and grab a Rider City, because it'll be connected. Oh, even have a goody hut here, which is nice. It's getting pretty hard for us to kill all these damn units. But we're doing our best. If I bring you here, will you just die? Not like I can just kill, so that's fine. Very good. Doing our absolute best here. I don't care about the development of the city at all, but it's got some good stuff, so I'll grab a worker. And yeah, might as well keep working on our science game wherever we can. Certainly doesn't hurt. Keep grabbing more master officers. Doesn't hurt. And more apprentice acolytes. We already have the philosophy law. We might as well abuse it. Lazy worker up here, working towards our ambition. Please get me your stronghold. 4 years is pretty good. Could be better, but I won't complain. And I'm going to send this other horse up to the north. We can certainly use the backup. These Danes are proven to be a little bit more than I wanted to take on. But I'm not ready to admit that they're really giving me some trouble. 4 years until forestry, so that's one more round of farms for us. And then I swear you guys can stop. I promise. Maybe. We'll see. End the year. Oh my god, so many more Danes. Spymaster is infiltrated, but we are exposed. Trade mission. They want science or orders. I'm not willing to give up either, but I'll give you orders more readily. We do want to play nice with you. We don't want to go to war. You need to come back and heal. In fact, you all do. And get ready to push out further north. We have one settler here. In fact, I'll go ahead and just grab a second settler here. Just so I can put an end to this. You, explorer, go ahead and grab me this goodie hut. And yeah, why not? I'll take porcelain. Sounds good. And let's keep working on our ambition. Stronghold up next, 4 years, not bad. If we have to focus on anything in here, scribes aren't bad. I'll certainly take those on. And if we have to focus on anything in here, we're finally out of the good nets. We could go for this, but we don't really need to. I'd rather focus on our good urban specialists that we can inside of these. The Wisdom of Peace. Yeah, we get steel and they get peace. Fantastic. Love that. Free tech's a free tech. And let's just keep on hunting. I want to just get all the way here and establish a network in here. I don't think I have any good spies to even make use of this. Yeah, I don't. But, you know, it's okay. In case anyone show up or you have access. 3 lazy workers left. Again, let's keep worrying about the capital. And production in here, all you do is make elephants. That is your purpose. End our year. Alright, the Kush is at truce with the Danes. Maybe we can do the same. I always kind of forget about playing nice with the tribes after my first leader's dead on the Carthage. But perhaps it is wise. I don't know. This is also just fun. Good use of time. Come down this way. What else can we build? An amphitheater doesn't suck. Certainly take one of those. And certainly keep investing in additional stone. Not a bad idea to get this entire mountain range online. In fact, let's keep focusing on stone all over. We have focused way too hard on food for a long while. And while we're certainly going to reap the benefits of it, we have more food than we're going to use. Found the Thracians. At least they're not raiding me. Royal Library has been completed, and they've started on the Apadana. Wow, they're really churning out a whole bunch of wonders. Good for them. Okay. Wary of the mountain. We'll take extra stats. Never hurts. Thracian Unity. Preemptive strike. Send Yabaz to negotiate. She is a diplomat. Or wait for Orlaris to make the first move. Let's send the diplomat to negotiate. The Wayward Son. Ooh, that's great. Yeah, we'll take extra science. Fantastic. And yeah, sure, we'll send the pearls to them. I don't care. It's not like we're using them anyways. In fact, let's take some time to work on our internal politics. What are you? You are a zealot. Can't really assign you anywhere. Route. And can we finish? So close. Finish. Fantastic. 5 lazy workers. I'm going to have them actually stall out. You can take a full-on heal, but everyone's stalling so that way I can start on lumber mill production next turn. You can stay here. In fact, you can start working on getting some additional courthouses out. Not really that we need it, but it would be nice to get additional civics. Again, just keep working on our science wherever we can. Not the best use of our time, but I don't really care about the production in this city. And we'll just keep exploring. Shadows and Dust. Yeah, I'll take 160 culture in Carthago. That sounds great. Why not? Way more Thracians. My lord. These would be really annoying raids too, so I'm glad we have a peace deal. Because it looks like there's another camp right here. So we could wipe all of these guys out, but that's just so much. So much murder. Scoot you around. Just trying to make my way over to Assyria. Don't mind me. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and infiltrate Babylon. Be nice to see what their side of the map is looking like. Forestry's online. Patriarch is ill and somebody else is compassionate. We are now known as the Learn, which is surprising because I'm not smart and our science sucks. Carthage is at war with the Thracians. Okay. I'm at war with the Thracians. All good things. Okay. Now I'm at peace with the Thracians? What's happening? Okay. War with the Thracian. They die. Weakness shown. The court waits for the bated breath on the word. Okay. With a severed head, huh? Not great. We can adopt a person. Who are you? A pretty crappy commander? No, another heir must be found. Definitely not that guy. Governor becomes endeared to me, becomes influenced by me, or we both get additional stats. We'll take the stats. We don't have nearly enough stats. I'll take the extra order, I guess. Not really necessary, but nice that it's there. We need to heal up these units before they can push out. And in fact, we've established enough peace where I'm pretty comfortable with taking my elephants and going on a quick, you know, killing spree. Might be kind of nice, actually. Let's take Tough. Let's take Bloodthirsty. 4 is more than enough to wipe all of these out. Put an end to this once and for all. I'll take 3 turns to get Perfume because I don't care about the rest of those techs. And I'll grab an Elder Scribe. Certainly doesn't hurt. You, please round out your ambition, at least in this city. Fantastic. Gold is always nice. When you have this much, you can just build and do whatever the hell you want. Gotta love that. Extra heal. All my other available workers should get started on forests. Or lumber mills, rather. Do you got a lumber mill you can make? Make a lumber mill. Do you got a lumber mill you can make? No, you're a settler. Scoot up to the top. Actually, let's back that up. The first one that's going to fall is this one over here. So let's go ahead and just like keep getting me settlers, I guess. Grab another settler behind that. So that's what? 4 settlers. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So where my 5th settler going to come from? I guess here in Forest Reach. It's kind of slow, but we'll take it. One more round of expansion. Kind of weird, but I don't hate it. And considering that all of our military is going to be up this way, hard to know what to do here. We have peace with 2 people. Assyria is similar to us and competent, so they are not in any position to attack, but Kush is stronger than us. But at least our forces are here towards Kush to take advantage of at least this kill. Who do we have in the area for scouting? Let's swing you back this way, grab a heal, and shove you into their territory. I want to see what this mountain pass looks like. And let's go ahead and make sure that down here is equally taken care of. End our year. Tribal rate is up. Okay. The matriarch is here. All good. All looks good. I'll take the culture in Nice. Definitely doesn't hurt. And yeah, screw it. Let's play nice with Greece and Death to the Thracians. We're going to kill them next turn anyways. I can spend a lot for 40 or less for 40. That's weird. So yeah, I'll spend less for 40 opinion. Sounds good. You are the only one that's still upset with me. And that's mostly because you're an order. So I'm just going to assign you a governorship and breadbasket, just cause. Just to get you off my back. Make you happy, and now everyone's in the positives. Everyone's in green. Love to see it. Heal, heal. First, let's make sure that we're not forgetting to do our ambition. Please get me the Citadel. 5 turns until we complete that, and we'll be done with our next ambition by turn 74. which is 2 turns late, but I won't be too upset. Now we can route through, and we can hit here. If I come here, here, we can hit, and that gives you the ability now to route, which is so funny. These guys are just decimating them. Oh my lord, elephants are so much fun, just pushing these guys around. You can hang out for another turn. Might as well move in a little bit closer. Oh no, scary, run away. Still want to know what this mountain pass looks like, so I'm going to keep swinging that guy around. And all available workers should be working on lumber mills where they can. You can work on... We can't get the palace until we are legendary, so the next thing we can build is cold baths. So I will build a cold bath. Keep building me quarries. And keep looking into Assyria. Over in Azerbaijan, we'll keep taking apprentice officers where we can. And end our year. Alright, news has arise, the old king is dead, the patriarch is dead. That's too bad. The spy master lost us a little bit of legitimacy, but opened up the map. Babylon keeps upgrading Zoro. And the spy master is now friendly with me. That's good to see. Alright, I will take more civics. Looks good. And I guess I'll switch over to freedom and out of slavery. That sounds bad. Or I'll lose 1 legitimacy and get a whole bunch of civics. That sounds fine. The spy master is going to get me some additional science and becomes an herbalist. So it looks like they're trying to poison somebody. I love that. The death of a governor. Choose a new governor. Anybody good in the front line? Not really. Just myself. And I'm severely ill. Yikes. That's 1 kill. Elephants move so slow. It's so funny. That's 2 kills. Free science is free science. Actually, yeah, we'll take husbandry. You can run away. And you can come settle the city. A lot of extra food that we can get our hands on. And we'll go ahead and give it to, I guess, the statesmen? Why not? They're friendly with us. Get a worker. I guess we'll grab an Elder Acolyte. The extra order doesn't hurt. Extra science doesn't hurt. We finally have more science than what turn in the game we are again. Yikes. Not where I like to be, but, you know, I've been in worse straits. And it's not like I feel weak in this game. I feel really strong in this game. Even points-wise, we're still considerably ahead. Heal up everybody else. See if we can provoke some more attacks. Get somebody to hit this militia. And you know what? While I have the resources, I might as well just upgrade all my existing slingers, because they don't do any good as slingers. So I can just get archers instead. So that certainly doesn't hurt. Same thought process is now occurring to me for this spearman. And another slinger here. Fantastic. There goes all that training, but, you know, we'll take it. Keep making me elephants. Ooh. Sell that food that we have too much of anyways. There we go. And the mountain pass becomes more and more revealed. If this is a wide open landmass, that's fantastic, because if we need to go with an elephant war, here's the position to go for it. Alright, and the raids keep coming. The elephant stampede will keep pushing on out. The Danes certainly don't stop putting up a fight. They have been a fun little adversary, but now with the advent of husbandry and some additional events going on, I am going to pass on Zoro. I am going to save the Mocking Mysteries for next turn, and I'm going to call it a night for this one, guys. Enjoy the gameplay, happy conquering, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.